See that? See what that says there, folks? Election lies. Election lies. Mainstream media lies. The left lies. And this guy lies a lot.
The price of inflation is down, real incomes are up, and the price of gas is down.
Yeah. I'm not sure what he's talking about, folks, but I want to get to the price of gas. We'll let him say it again another way, the price of gas. Listen.
Today, the most common price of gas in America is $3.39, down from over $5 when I took office.
Yeah. Okay, we're gonna break that apart with this in just a couple of minutes. But in the meantime, so he had a big day, the president, yesterday. He was all over the place. He was doing fundraisers. He was giving people interviews. He was lying out of this side of his mouth, that side of his mouth, all over the place. And in the end, of course, all the lying and all the garbage going on in the economy with inflation, with prices, with food prices, with gas prices, with the border, with security, with everyone hating us, with OPEC pulling back oil, with the other countries, the mullahs in Iran wanting to kill us. With all that going on, these clowns think he did a great job. Listen, watch.
Thank you, Mr. President. Great job. That was well done. Everyone they're giving you a standing ovation.
Great job. Great job. Now look. Oh, help him sit down. Where am I? Am I supposed to go? Stay? Help. Goodness gracious. So he did that, and they patted on the back, gave him a standing ovation. Chuck Schumer, yeah, we're doing great. Where are you doing great, Chuck? I'm not sure, by the way, you're about to get slammed in the midterm elections, but they still think they're doing great, and the American people know a heck of a lot better. One of the other stops he made was for an interview, and the man said this. Take a look at this full screen. The main problem of food prices is not the price of beef, etc. It's packaged goods. You're going to see people not buying Kellogg's Raisin Bran. You're going to see them buying other Raisin Bran, which is $1 cheaper. He actually said that. The price of inflation, the price of goods, of food, is high because of Raisin Bran. He blamed Raisin Bran for inflation. And by the way, see that right there? It's not Kellogg's. It's Post, okay? Different company. And while we're talking about it, I paid $5 for this. It's like 2 bowls of cereal. Here's the facts. Full screen one, inflation 8.2%, folks. It's the highest since 1981 in 41 years. So it's not just Raisin Bran. You want me to prove it to you? I'll show you why inflation is ripping. Fuel oil up 58%. Utilities deliver natural gas. It's coming into the winter. You need natural gas to heat your homes. In the summer, some people need it to cool their homes. In the winter, it's a big heating season. Natural gas up 33%. By the way, that fuel oil number there on the left side of your screen, fuel oil is used by most tractors and other farm equipment to plant our food, to bring the food out of the ground. Fuel oil is a heavier fuel oil. It's not gasoline. It's a heavier oil, up 58%. Airline fares up 43%. Rent up 7.2%. You got to rent your apartment, your house, you're up 7.2%. Medical costs up 6.5%. Folks, I don't know about you, but I don't have a 58% increase in my salary or a 33% increase, not even a 6.5% increase in my salary. So for Biden to say that it's Raisin Bran's fault, he's out of his mind. I don't know who's telling him to say this stuff. And Raisin Bran, by the way, Kellogg's, come on. Okay, let's talk a little bit about food. Give me the next full screen. Food is up 13% when you eat it at home. And these are the actual numbers from the Bureau of Labor Statistics. They break them down this way. We're not being selectively and editing this way. This is exactly how the government breaks it down. BLS. Fruits and vegetables up 10.4%. Oh, there's your Post cereal up 16%. Yeah, it's up. But eggs and dairy and chicken and 15.9%. Meat, 9%. Are you kidding me? Food is up 13%, not $13, but 13% up there. 13% overall. So it's not just Post Raisin Bran. Let's talk about energy, gasoline. How about, do you hear what he said earlier? He said when he took office, you have it? If you got it racked, play it again. When he took office, it was $5 a gallon. Remember when he said that? Let's hear it.
Today, the most common price of gas in America is $3.39, down from over $5 when I took office.
I don't know how the man can just lie. Just lie. Let me show you here. Just lie. You can pull that. When he took office, gas, according to the Energy Information Agency, again, the government, when he took office, it was $2.42 a gallon. It went straight up. It went straight up to inflation. It went straight up to 503 high on June 10th of 2022. Him. He said it when he took office, it was it was 242. And now it's 376, but going back up. The man just lies through his teeth. It's incredible how he can just lie, and we just say, yep, yep. And Pelosi and Schumer and Jill Biden pat him on the back and say, great job, Mr. President, great job. All lies.